Hi everyone, welcome to another video with Shivika, and I am back here with yet another video. If you watched my previous video, you must have known that the first video I shot was back in October in 2020, and it took me a good time to come back to doing these videos, and I'm glad I'm doing another one today. And this is so much about my personal life, this is so much about what I am doing, this is so much more about my own lessons and my own reflection to the last reflection on the last 2 years. So yes, coming to the topic of today's video, which is 5 things no one ever tells you about entrepreneurship. No matter how fancy the whole entrepreneurship thing sounds, no matter how fancy the whole idea looks to people who are watching it, believe me, it's not that easy. Believe me, it's not as stated in different websites when you go looking what is entrepreneurship all about or what do entrepreneurs do. And I know Instagram really puts out a very beautiful version of all us entrepreneurs, but there's so much more that goes behind it. There's so much more that is underneath the idea of entrepreneurship, and today I'm here to discuss those. I mean, these are things nobody told me when I was starting off, so I thought, why not create a video on something that I learned through my journey as an entrepreneur, and maybe help others who are aspiring to become one, who are aspiring to start their own businesses, who are aspiring to do something of their own. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Number one thing no one tells you about entrepreneurship is an entrepreneur wears many different hats. No one told me this one. Let me be very, very honest with you. I knew that I had an idea. I knew that I want to do something of my own. I knew that it's going to be a lot of hustle. It's going to be a lot of hard work. But no one told me that I was supposed to do everything. I thought the very first day I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I'll just have everything surrounding me, supporting me. No, that never happened. You become your own very hat doing so many different things. I don't know what does that mean, but yeah, you become your own very thing, doing almost or catering to almost all aspects of entrepreneurship. So that can be dealing with finances, that can be dealing with the legalities, that could be dealing with sales and marketing, that could be dealing with sometimes tech if you're not from a tech background. So like for me, when I started off AVI 2 years ago, it started off as an application, and I don't come from a tech background. I did my master's in international relations from Warwick University, and tech was never in the picture. In fact, business was never in the picture, but it all happened. That's a different story altogether for another video probably. But talking about wearing many different hats, as an entrepreneur, you have to be able to balance different things, balance out your personal life and your professional life. And alongside that, it's so important to be able to give a little scent of you to different aspects, because in the beginning, see, we're a startup, we wouldn't have so much money, we're rather bootstrapped most of the time. So keep in mind that when you start off, there'll be many different roles that you'll be catering to, and they can be a little bit taxing, they can be a little bit daunting, but you'll get through it. Take it easy, go for the basics, go for YouTube videos, go for a lot of reading, and that should help you for sure. Number 2, you are your own boss. Yes, I know that sounds very fancy. A lot of people tell you, why don't you start your own venture? You become your own boss and you're not accountable to anybody, and you are on your own all the time. Nobody calls you, nobody tells you anything. But that's the whole point of becoming your own boss. Nobody tells you anything. So if you don't want to work for the next 3 days, you might as well not. But what about the company? What about the venture you're starting? What about the team you hired? What about the clients? They're not going to wait for you for the next 3 days to be thinking that, oh, Shiv is going to feel like working after 3 days because she's her own boss, so let's wait for her. Not happening. That's not happening. Becoming your own boss comes with a lot of accountability. It comes with accountability to yourself, to your team, to your clients, to your customers, to your employees, to just about everyone. And when I say accountability, it comes with a lot of responsibility to cater to what you're doing, what you've decided to do, and then everything around it. The number 3rd thing that I want to talk about when talking about entrepreneurship is something that I learned the hard way. I remember getting that one call 6 months after I started up, and my team calling me and telling me that they're not going to be working anymore for certain reasons. And I was like, I was shook. I was crying. I was crying like a baby. And I thought that my world has just ended, it has just collapsed. What I'm talking about here is that finding the right team will take a lot of time. You will have to be patient. It's not going to be happening overnight. It's not going to be something that you decide to start today and tomorrow you have the perfect team. Nope, not happening. With my personal experience, I've had 3 different teams working with me, and I've had 10 different people I have worked with, only to realize that they were not the right fit, or to them, I was not the right fit, or the company was not the right fit. Only to realize that people come and go, the show must go on. That's the biggest lesson, one of the biggest lessons I've learned throughout my journey, that different people will come and go, and they might not fit your idea of what you're doing. They might not align with your goals. They might not feel that you're doing what they want to do in their lives, and eventually they might just want to quit. They might just want to walk away, or they might have some different plans altogether, which is absolutely fine. If you're living your dream, others have the right to live their dream, right? So if that ever happens, don't be disheartened or don't be crying like myself 2 years ago, thinking that you haven't found the right team, because the right team will always take time. It will always be a lot of work. It will always take some hustle and grind and some thought into people you're working with to find them. And I eventually found my right team. I found the kind of people who really aligned with the idea of ABI, who really aligned with my vision, who really enjoyed working in the way I work. So be patient. You will find your right co-founders, you will find your right team, you will find your right set of people who can help you establish what you've set out to do. Number four, talking about entrepreneurship and things never told. This one is really crucial, because I think many people assume that entrepreneurship is about finding that idea and then just working on it. We completely forget the part where we have to work on ourselves, and we completely forget about the part that you need to be investing in yourself. It's an everyday process. It's a lifelong learning. So yes, entrepreneurship is about learning every single day. You become your own teacher. You learn every single day. You read every single day. And I don't mean literally every single day, but yes, you develop yourself to an extent where you feel that you're the best person to do this job. And just having the idea is never enough. It's always about upskilling. It's always about investing in yourself. It's always about becoming the best version of yourself. And how I did that was, I always enjoyed reading, and I never read business, but since I've started up, I love reading about business. I love reading about different strategies. I love reading about marketing. I love reading about digital marketing. These are things I would have never read 2 years ago, but today that I've started up, I know for a fact that I had to get out of my comfort zone and read and invest my time in things and activities that could help me grow. And I did that. And that really helped. It helps me grow my venture. It helps me grow my social media. It helps me grow social media for AVI, and it helps me keep my mind sane, because I know I'm working on something, and it will take some grind and hustle, and it will take some time. And I have become a lifelong learner, and I will always be that person. So if you're planning to start up, don't forget that you have to really invest in yourself, invest in learning new things, learning new skills. And I would leave you with actually 3 tips on how you can learn in very simple ways. So number one has to be, learn from the mistakes of others. This will really teach you a lot. So in the industry you're in, or around amongst friends that you're in, or with family members, learn from their mistakes, the kind of mistakes they made, the way they failed, what really went wrong. Learn from that. The second way you can learn is by learning from your own mistakes. Please spend some time on self-reflection. It's so important. People don't do it. But spend some time on self-reflection. What happened when something went wrong? What did I do wrong? What did the other person do wrong? How could it have been corrected? So focus on things that you did wrong and then try and rectify it. And the third way that you can learn and not make those mistakes again is learn from the best in your industry. So for example, I come from a fintech industry, and I would like to read people from that particular industry, what they did, how they work, what they do, what are the strategies they're following, and the works. So yes, if you are into any particular industry, or even if not the same industry, if you idolize someone, if someone really inspires you, then do read them, do find out about them and see how they live their lives, and what is it that you can adapt in your lives to make it better. So these three things: learn from the mistakes of others, learn from your own mistakes, and learn from the industry best. Wow, we've come to the fifth point, and this is the final one for this video. I know you want to know all the little secrets of entrepreneurship, but this is what I've got for you for this video. And the number 5 thing that nobody talks about entrepreneurship is you change. You change both as a person and as an entrepreneur, and it really changes your life for the better most times. When I started off, and if you look at me today, there's a hell load of a difference in the person I was and in the person I am. There are so many things I would have never imagined doing back in 2017, back in 2018, but today I do them very comfortably, for reasons like I want to grow myself, for reasons like I want to get out of my comfort zone, for reasons like I want to grow, for reasons like this will help my venture despite the fact that I hate doing this, whatever. But yes, I have evolved so much as a person, I've evolved so much as an entrepreneur. I never thought that there will be stuff that I will do, but I am doing them. I mean, for instance, I never thought I'll have a YouTube channel. Let me be very honest with you. Never, ever, ever, ever. I never thought that I'll have a YouTube channel. But today, I am doing this. I'm right here talking to you guys and shooting this video. And it's amazing how I've gotten the understanding of, doing this. The understanding to get out of my comfort zone, to get out of the fact that I am camera shy, or I won't be as good on videos, or all those just self-doubt thoughts. I mean, that's a very good topic, different topic altogether, on self-doubt, but yes, I could probably make a video on that because I have been there. Coming back to the fifth point, which is you evolve, you learn, and you grow. So be prepared to see a very, very beautiful version of yourself through this journey or through any journey. And don't be restricted as a person to what you're doing. Don't feel like, oh, this is what I'm doing, I'm not going to shift, I'm not going to pivot, I'm not going to move out of this box. No, it doesn't work like that. I mean, I started off with something else as the idea. Today I am something else with the idea. And 2 years ago, I was crying when my team left. Today, I have people coming in and going out of the team, and I'm very comfortable with that. Of course, I don't want to leave any asset to the team, but I know, like I said, people come and go, and the show must go on. So yeah, grow with the process, grow with the journey, and don't restrict yourself to anything that nurtures or fosters your growth. Well, those were the 5 things no one told you about entrepreneurship except me. I'd like to think so. But yes, those were my 5 different personal experiences that I experienced throughout the journey of entrepreneurship. And I felt I wish someone had told me about this. And I'm glad I'm sharing this with you guys, because I didn't know all of this back in the day. And it was only later that I started reading a lot about entrepreneurship. Then I saw, oh, it's all there. Then how could I miss it? But someone telling you can really, really make things very different. I hope this video was very, very helpful to you. I hope you felt that you took something very, very helpful, inspirational from here. And if this helps you, and if this pushes you to start your own venture, please do that. Please research, start, read, and just get down with it. And I hope this video was helpful to anyone wanting to start up. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel. I am a new YouTuber. I'm learning my way through this, but I'm so excited about this, and it makes me happy to be doing this, to be helping others with my own lessons in life, with whatever I learned and whatever I went through. And I hope my journey becomes something of help to you to learn and grow. Thank you so much once again. Bye bye. Thank you for sticking by till the end of the video.